Hello students, hope you all are safe and fine at home. Welcome to our Physics Smasher. Smash the fear with Physics Smasher. Today we are going to learn the chapter number 14, Dual Nature of Radiation and Matter, from your HSC board textbook. So dear students, today we will see the introduction, that is dual nature of radiation. Dual means twice or double. Light may has the wave nature or the particle nature. It is very difficult to understand. So before going towards the nature, we will first see what is light and what is it made of. You should probably think it is an electromagnetic wave. Even that, you just learn the polarization and diffraction. But guess what? We are going to learn something in this chapter that will screw everything up. So this is the question that plagued the human for a very long time. The ancient Greek philosopher think that we sent probes from our eyes and that brought back some information and we see things. It took humanity 1500 years to figure out that something is wrong in this picture. So, Arab scientist Al-Hasan thought, if this was true, so why we are able to see in the dark? Even it was dark, we can send probes and we can see. He observed, we always need source to see things. The source of light like sun, lamp, maybe a bulb. Then they realized that light is produced from the source. It gone through the object, then reached to our eyes, and that's how we see things. Many come to Al-Hasan, to the pioneer of scientific thinker. He was one of the few who actually valid with his observation and theory. Many of the philosophers before him gave out the theories, but they didn't care to check if they actually worked or not. 700 years after, around 1700 AD, many things happened. Grimaldi observed that the shadow cast by the thin wire from a point source of light was large. It was supposed to be, and he named this phenomena as diffraction. Example taken over here is of a cat casting a big shadow. At the same time, Newton and Huygens proposed that light is longitudinal wave. It travels through undetectable, invisible medium ether. So, Newton proposed that light was made of these little balls called corpuscles. They were rigid, elastic, and weightless. And he said that reflection is simply because these balls bouncing the object. He fit with the first model of the world. But his theory was very different from the Huygens theory of light. So he went up to the Huygens and said, your theory is crap because it is completely against of my theory. Just kidding. Obviously it didn't happen. Both their theories could explain the phenomena like reflection and reflection. Surprisingly, neither of them could explain the phenomena of diffraction. But the scientific community largely accepted the Newton's theory primarily because he was much more established and he was the president of Royal Society of London. So 100 years later, in 1801, Thomas Young performed his famous double slit experiment and explained it by saying that light is a wave that interfere to create fringe pattern. And few years later, in 1860, Fresnel explained the phenomena of diffraction by merging both interference and Huygens wave theory. And of course, Maxwell came along with electromagnetic wave theory of light. You can see the graphical representation of the electromagnetic wave in the given diagram, in which the blue color line is indicating the electric field and the red component is showing the magnetic field. Both are perpendicular to each other. Again, they are perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the electromagnetic wave. Electromagnetic wave theory could explain the phenomena of polarization. So, the wave theory could explain every other phenomena like reflection and refraction, diffraction, interference, and polarization. But the corpuscular theory could explain only refraction and reflection. So, till the late 80s, it was well established that light is electromagnetic wave. But the plot thickens. And in early 1800s, the Heinrich Hertz observed some weird phenomena during the invention of the first antenna. What did he observe? Okay, so this is what we are going to learn in our next video. So our next video on your physics measure will be Hertz observation. Hope you like the video. Do subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon and share it with your friends and family. Enjoy studying. Bye bye.